Think a premium price guarantees durability? In 2026, expensive pickups hide catastrophic defects that turn $80,000 investments into financial nightmares. From rushed tech to corporate corner cutting, we're counting down 10 trucks you must avoid to stay safe and save your wallet. The state of the industry, why quality is dying. Before we reveal the specific models that are currently burning holes in owners' pockets, we need to understand the systemic rot within the 2026 truck market. We are living in an era where the truck has been redefined. It is no longer just a body-on-frame tool for work. It has become a rolling laboratory for government-mandated emissions tech and luxury software that nobody asked for. Manufacturers are under immense pressure from federal regulators to hit impossible fuel economy targets. To do this, they're replacing ironclad V8 engines with high-strung turbocharged small displacement engines. They're adding hybrid batteries that aren't ready for the vibration of a job site. They're replacing mechanical linkages with drive-by-wire systems that glitch out when the temperature drops. The result? The consumer has become the unpaid beta tester. In the past, a truck was tested for a decade before a major engine change. Now, software updates are being pushed to your transmission while you're driving down the interstate. This complexity is the enemy of reliability. When a $2 sensor can brick a $90,000 vehicle, the engineering has failed. Let's look at the 10 worst offenders.
Number 10. Jeep Gladiator, 2024 to 2025. Coming in at number 10 is the Jeep Gladiator. This is a heartbreaking entry because on paper, the Gladiator is exactly what enthusiasts wanted, a Wrangler with the bed. However, the 2024 and 2025 models have proven that Jeep's marketing department is much better at their job than the engineering department. The primary reason to avoid this truck is the death wobble. While Jeep fans will tell you this is a Jeep thing, there is nothing normal about a vehicle's front end shaking so violently at 60 miles per hour that you lose the ability to steer. This is a structural failure caused by the intersection of a heavy solid front axle and cost-cut suspension components. In 2026, many owners find themselves spending thousands of dollars on the aftermarket just to make their brand new trucks safe to drive. You're replacing track bars, ball joints, and steering stabilizers on a vehicle that should have been perfect from the factory. Furthermore, the Gladiator's transmission has become a major pain point. Owners report sudden bucking in traffic and a refusal to downshift under load. When you combine high maintenance costs with a platform that feels structurally insecure, the Gladiator becomes a must-avoid for anyone looking for a serious work tool. Number 9. Ford Super Duty F250, F350, 2020 to 2021. You might be wondering why we are mentioning 2020 and 2021 models in a 2026 guide. The reason is simple. The used market is currently flooded with these specific years because fleet managers are dumping them, and you don't want to be the one who catches the falling knife. The 2020 to 2021 Super Duty suffered from a steering defect so severe it borders on criminal. There were documented cases of the steering linkage literally separating while the vehicle was in motion. For a truck designed to tow 30,000 pounds, a loss of steering is a death sentence. While recalls were eventually issued, many of these trucks were fixed with parts that still didn't address the underlying geometry issues. Beyond the safety risk, these specific years are experiencing brutal depreciation. Because the steering separation news hit the trades so hard, these trucks are blacklisted by many commercial insurance providers and professional contractors. If you buy one today, you're buying a truck with a scarlet letter on its VIN. You will lose more money in resale value than you could ever save on the initial purchase price.
Number 8. Ram 1500 Hurricane, 2025. Number 8 is a controversial one. The 2025 Ram 1500 equipped with the new Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6. For decades, the Hemi V8 was the gold standard for Ram. It was loud, it was simple, and it worked. But due to EPA pressure, Ram killed the Hemi and replaced it with a high-compression twin-turbocharged Hurricane engine. The problem? You are currently the beta tester for a first-generation engine. This engine is a masterpiece of complexity. It features dual overhead cams, twin turbos, and a cooling system so intricate it looks like a chemical plant. While the power figures are impressive, the long-term durability is a complete unknown. We are already seeing reports of turbo lag, electronic wastegate failures, and limp mode triggers caused by sensors that can't handle the heat soak generated by the twin turbo setup. Ram technicians are still being trained on how to even diagnose these engines. If you buy a Hurricane Ram in 2026, you are gambling that Stellantis, a company not exactly known for perfect electronics, got a highly complex engine right on the first try. History suggests they didn't. Number 7. Toyota Tacoma 2025. It feels like a betrayal to put a Toyota on a do not buy list, but the 2025 Tacoma has earned its spot. For 20 years, the Tacoma was the king of reliability, but for the 2025 redesign, Toyota was forced to ditch the legendary 3.5-liter V6 for a turbocharged 4-cylinder I-Force powertrain. The result has been a disaster for Toyota's reputation. The 8-speed transmission is the biggest culprit. It is constantly hunting for gears, often hesitating for 2 full seconds before deciding to accelerate. This isn't just annoying, it's dangerous when merging into traffic. More concerning are the widespread electrical glitches. Owners are reporting that their entire dashboard will light up like a Christmas tree. Brake system failure, lane assist unavailable, check engine, all because of a software conflict in the new infotainment and safety suite. Toyota rushed this truck to market to meet new fuel standards, and in doing so, they sacrificed the bulletproof nature that made people buy Toyotas in the first place. Until they iron out these first-generation bugs, stay far away.
Number 6. Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon 2024-2025. The mid-sized twins from GM take the number 6 spot due to a phenomenon we call computer chaos. These trucks are mechanically decent, but their electronic architecture is a nightmare. Owners are reporting phantom braking, where the truck slams on the brakes at highway speeds because the forward-facing camera misidentifies a shadow as a solid object. Even more terrifying are the reports of total headlight failure. In these trucks, the headlights aren't controlled by a simple switch. They are controlled by the Body Control Module, BCM. If the BCM glitches, your lights go out. The complexity of the software integration in the Colorado and Canyon is so high that local mechanics can't touch them. You are tethered to the dealership, and in 2026, those dealerships are backed up for weeks with software diagnostic cases. These aren't trucks, they are high-maintenance computers that occasionally allow you to haul gravel. Number 5. Ram 1500 with air suspension, 2025. At number 5, we have a specific configuration of the Ram 1500, any model equipped with the active level 4-corner air suspension. This system was designed to make a truck ride like a Mercedes-Benz, but in the real world, it's a ticking time bomb. Air suspension systems are inherently fragile. They rely on rubber bladders, plastic air lines, and a sensitive compressor. In 2026, we are seeing these systems fail at an alarming rate, particularly in cold climates. When the moisture in the lines freezes, the valve seize, and your truck ends up sitting on its bump stops, unable to be driven. The repair cost is the real regret factor. To fix a Ram air suspension, dealerships often quote between $3,000 and $5,000. Because of this, many owners end up paying an additional $1,500 to delete the system and install traditional coil springs. Why pay a premium for a luxury feature that you'll eventually pay even more to remove? It's a bad investment from day one. Number 4. Nissan Titan and Titan XD 2024-2025. The Nissan Titan takes the number 4 spot not necessarily because it's the most broken truck, but because it's a dead truck walking. Nissan has all but abandoned the Titan, and the market has responded by ignoring it. If you buy a Titan in 2026, you are buying into a ghost platform. Because sales volumes are so low, parts are becoming increasingly difficult to find. A simple fender bender or a fuel pump failure can leave your truck in the shop for months while Nissan tries to source components from a dwindling supply chain. Depreciation on the Titan is also the worst in its class. In 2026, a 2-year-old Titan is roughly 40% of its original MSRP. Compare that to a Ford or Chevy, which might hold 65–70% of its value. You are flushing tens of thousands of dollars down the toilet just to drive a truck that is technologically a decade behind its rivals. It's a financial trap in every sense of the word.
Number 3. GM 6.2-liter V8 trucks, Silverado and Sierra 2021 through 2024. At number 3, we have the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra equipped with the 6.2-liter L87 V8 engine. This should have been the greatest engine in the GM lineup, but it has turned into a PR nightmare. There's a massive, documented issue with connecting rod bearings and crankshaft failures. These aren't small repairs, these are catastrophic engine failures, where the engine essentially explodes from the inside out. There are currently hundreds of thousands of these units under recall or investigation. Owners report hearing a ticking sound that quickly turns into a knocking sound, followed by the engine seizing at 70 miles per hour. GM's response has been criticized as inadequate, often involving software monitoring that just tells you when the engine is about to die rather than fixing the physical defect. When you pay for a premium V8, you expect longevity. With the 6.2-liter, you're playing a game of Russian roulette with your powertrain. Number 2. Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid, 2021 through 2024. The silver medal of shame goes to the Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid. This truck was supposed to be the future. Massive power, great fuel economy, and an onboard generator. Instead, it has become the most complained about truck in Ford's history. The complexity of the Power Boost is its undoing. You have a twin-turbo engine mated to an electric motor inside a 10-speed transmission, all managed by a liquid-cooled battery pack. The software required to make these components talk to each other is constantly crashing. Owners report "Stop safely now" warnings that disable the truck in the middle of traffic. There are issues with the hybrid cooling pumps failing, causing the battery to overheat. Because the system is so integrated, when one small sensor in the hybrid system fails, the entire truck becomes a 6,000-pound paperweight. Dealers are overwhelmed, parts are on backorder, and owners are left making payments on a truck they can't drive. Number 1. Ford F-150 Power Boost Hybrid, the grand prize of regret. Yes, the Power Boost Hybrid takes the number 1 spot as well, because in 2026, the data is undeniable. No other truck has caused more owner frustration or generated more lemon law buybacks. The number 1 reason to avoid this truck is the cascading failure effect. When the electrical system on a Power Boost glitches, it often fires other modules. We've seen cases where a battery sensor failure leads to the replacement of the entire wiring harness, a $15,000 job. Furthermore, the real-world fuel economy rarely matches the EPA stickers, especially when towing. You are paying a massive premium for a hybrid system that offers marginal benefits, but introduces 1,000 new ways for the truck to break. In 2026, truck buyers want a tool they can trust. The Power Boost is a science project that Ford's customers are being forced to fund. It is the ultimate example of innovation being used as a mask for unreliability.
The wait-and-see strategy. So what should you do if you're in the market for a truck in 2026? The best advice is to adopt a wait-and-see strategy. The trucks on this list are struggling because they are at the bleeding edge of new regulations and new designs. History shows that it takes about 3 to 4 years for a manufacturer to fix the bugs in a new engine or platform. If you must buy a modern truck, look for models that have been in production for at least 5 years without major powertrain changes. Avoid the first year of any new engine, especially turbocharged or hybrid variants. Reliability in 2026 is no longer about the brand, it's about the complexity of the specific build. A base model truck with a naturally aspirated engine will almost always outlast a top trim technology flagship. Financial implications. The negative equity trap. Buying one of the trucks on this list doesn't just hurt your soul, it hurts your credit score. When you buy a truck with a known bad engine or a dead-end platform like the Titan, you are walking into a negative equity trap. Because the 2026 market is so well informed thanks to the internet, dealers know exactly which trucks are liabilities. When you go to trade in your 6.2-liter Chevy or your Power Boost Ford, the dealer is going to lowball you because they know they'll struggle to sell it to the next person. You could easily find yourself owing $60,000 on a truck that the market only values at $35,000. That gap is a financial hole that can take years to climb out of. Choosing a truck is a decade-long financial decision. Don't let a shiny dashboard blind you to a crumbling powertrain. Research is your only weapon. The age of blind loyalty to a brand is over. In 2026, Ford, Chevy, Ram, and Toyota are all capable of making a terrible product if the regulations squeeze them hard enough. Your only weapon as a consumer is research. Don't listen to the salesman, listen to the technicians. Look at the forums, look at the recall databases, and look at the lemon law statistics. The trucks we've listed today are the ones currently filling up service bays and draining bank accounts. If you're looking for a truck that actually lasts, you might want to check out our other video on the 10 legendary trucks that still destroy everything in 2026. Sometimes the best truck to buy in 2026 is actually a truck from 1996. Thank you for watching this 2026 Buyer's Guide. My goal isn't to bash any specific brand, but to protect you, the buyer, from making a life-altering financial mistake. A truck should be your partner in work and adventure, not your biggest source of stress. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe.